Onyxia.
So that's it. You've done it. You've successfully deployed an Onyxia instance. But now you would like to change the looks of it a little. This is what we're gonna see in this video. I'm gonna show you how, with just a few steps, you can apply your theme and your branding to your Onyxia instance to achieve results like this. So first thing we want to do is go over to the Onyxia website, go to the GitHub repo, and we'll spin up a Onyxia web instance for testing or customization. I'm gonna use GitHub Codespace, and I'm gonna allocate a good development rig because we only need it for a few minutes, but we want it to be fast. So I create a Codespace for the project. I will move to the web directory where is the application, and I will install the dependencies with Yarn. Okay, now I can start a development server. Yarn start. And now we have a test app we can play with. So we're gonna start configuring it. So we're gonna go to env-local.yaml, and here we can start playing with the params. You can see all the documentation of the available parameters in the env file. So you want to keep this open and read carefully through this file so you can know what's available and how to format the options. So for this demo, I've prepared a few parameters that I want to show you. So first of which is the palette override. So I'll change the color of this instance. For now, I don't need this. I will just customize the focus color main. Main is the main color that you will get when the app is in light mode, and light is the color that you will get when the app is in dark mode. And just with that, let's see how the app get customized. So I restart the server. So as you can see, the yellow has been applied and it's switched correctly when we switch to light mode. Great, this is our first step. Second step is maybe to customize the logo. So for this demo, I will be building a custom instance for our Norwegian friends, and this is the assets they provided me with. So I'm gonna use this logo. What I want to do is go to public custom resources and drag this file over here. That's it, and I'm gonna use that as logo. So header logo, I'm gonna copy and paste this. So what is going to happen with assets is that you're going to provide a special environment variable in your values.yaml, which will be a URL to a zip archive that would contain all your assets. This, at the container start, will be downloaded and extracted in the public custom resources. Okay, so the way you go to reference your custom assets is by using the template public URL. This means this is the root of your Onyxia instance. Custom resources, this is the directory where your assets will be extracted, and dpla pony, which is the file that we just copied over. So I'm gonna save that and restart. Oops, looks like I did a mistake. Custom resource Pahone SVG. Oh, right, this is not the SVG I copied over. This is a PNG. This explains why. I'm gonna restart. Okay, that's better. That's better. So now you can see that the logo have been applied on the home page, in the header, in the tab, and even in the splash screen. I think I will continue still on Codespace, but on my local Visual Studio Code, because I will be more proficient with it. So here I get my Codespace and I gonna open in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so as you can see, I can continue just where I left off. I still have my PNG here. I have my env local. I can go to web and start. Okay, so now, as you can see, the theme get transported as well to the logging pages. Okay, let's continue on with our configuration. So for this demo, I've prepared everything, so I just gonna copy over everything that I have here and paste it to local resource. Yes, replace, all right. And I have all the configuration done. I'm gonna copy paste this over and guide you through what I did step by step, so you have all the information you need to proceed with your customization. So here you can see we have a neatly customized Onyxia instance that we can try out. Let's go. The keyclock logging theme gets automatically customized as well. We have the light dark mode, and we even have this cool splash screen animated. So let's review how you can achieve this kind of results. So I won't go over every one of the parameters available. For that you can refer to the documentation, but I'll try to give you the gist of it so you have all the information you need to get started. So here, for example, the header logo, I commented out the PNG and used an SVG instead. So when you can, it's always better to use SVG, first because they are lighter and also because they are more flexible. When you use SVG, you can apply some special classes that Onyxia will use. You have classes for the colors that enables you to reference color from your custom palette or color from the color use cases, which is even better because the use cases gets swiped when the user go from dark to light mode. So you can have one single asset that will work fine in both mode. This is the case, for example, here on those assets at the bottom. You see that the color of the line here gets swiped and the color of the focus color gets swiped as well. And this is a single asset, but with special Onyxia classes. All the classes are documented here in the env. There's also here classes for that enables Onyxia to have this cute animation of the splash screen. And don't worry, if you can't manage with the special classes, you can always have something that will work fine in dark and light mode by providing different files. Like everywhere you can provide an asset, you can either provide a direct URL or an object with a dark and light variant. So you can provide two images and call it a day. Here I've customized the text bold here, dpla, the lab here, which is the text focus. I've override the palette, and as you can see, I've also created some custom colors just to be referenced in the SVGs. So you can extend the palette that is defined by Onyxia if you want. I've changed the font here. So Onyxia comes with 3 fonts. So the default font, which is Worksen, Marianne for French public service, and Geist, the new fancy Versal font. So here you can see I've used public URL/fonts, which means it's inside Onyxia, but if you want to use your own font, you can put it here, and do public URL / custom resources / font and use your font. Homepage main asset is what we see here. And the interesting thing is there's a couple of parameters here to adapt the size and the positioning of the assets. So for example, if you think your asset is too big by default, you can apply 0.8 factor to make it smaller. If I apply, for example, 0.2 and restart, you can see the asset is very small. You can also adjust the position on the Y axis and horizontally as well to move the assets a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, or up and down. Header hide Onyxia. This is a parameter to hide this Onyxia in the header if you want to dissociate yourself from the open source project. You have here, we can see background asset, which is this that get displayed here and in the login pages. The header links, I have a few things to say about this. So the header links are the links that appear here, and you have also links for the left bar that you can add here. So two interesting things about these links. They can either be internal links, so you can have links to the internal catalog, for example, a special catalog, or you can have external link. If they are external link, they will open in a new tab, and if they are internal link, they will just navigate without reloading. So you can see here I've navigated to automation. The label can be either text or a localized text. So a localized text is a map of a language with translation specific for this language. You have also the icon. So the icons can be two things. So first, you can pick anything from the material design library of icons, MUI icons. I use this neat tool to search, and for example, if I want something that look like mail, I can use this, and I just copy the name of the component here, and I'm gonna put it here to show you that it works. And sure enough, here I have the mail icon. You can also use custom icons if you want. You can put in your custom resource any SVG and use it as icon. This is the case for this little hat. And also you can use Markdown. Any text that you can provide in the customization is rendered as Markdown. So you can put in bold, you can include links. This is why here the second appear in bold here. And you have the left bar links that are exactly the same as the header link. So whenever you provide JSON-like parameter, it's not really JSON, it's a superset of JSON. It's a JSON 5, which is laxer. For example, you can add comments and it will work perfectly. So there is that. So enable language. So this is if you want to have only a subset of language enabled here for your user to switch from homepage hero text. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So this is the header here, and you have the text that get displayed by default and the text that get displayed when the user is authenticated. You may want to have different hero message in this case, and when it's authenticated you can use the template user first name that will get replaced by Joseph in this case. But you don't have to provide this. If you don't provide authenticated, it will just fall back to homepage hero text. And as always, here it's interesting to try out that, like my catalog, for example. I can do catalog automation. So yeah, you can have custom links here that will and if they are local they will navigate without reloading. So this is This is very interesting if you want to customize this, for example, or here in the cards, including links can be interesting as well. And you have the button here that is customizable. Everything is customizable, and you can even add logo at the end or the start of the button. So I let you review all the parameters here, and you have of course the homepage cards to customize what's in here. And if you want to hide the cards, you can just provide an empty array and this will do it. Okay, let's see this special parameter, custom HTML head. This enables you to inject some custom CSS, custom script, or tracking in your Onyxia instance. This will be put in the head of the page. So, for example, if you use Google Analytics, you can put it here. And let's see a use case for that. I will comment this out and try to show you something. Here you can see that by default the background image is a bit big, you see, and there is not an option to adjust the size of the background image like there is for the main asset here. So how do we do when we want to hide some part of the Onyxia interface or adjust something? Well, you can use the custom HTML head to provide some custom CSS. And if we go in dev mode here and we'll look at this, you can see that the background image here is applied on this element. Okay, this element. So we can see that we would like, for example, the background to be less big, something like this. We can adjust it like 43. All right, how will it look? All right, just for the demo. And we can see that every component of the app gets a unique class. So here we are on the home page, and this is the hero element of the home page. So I can create a custom CSS file and target the home hero and adjust the position here. And using the custom HTML, I can import my custom CSS, and voila, it will position the background image correctly. Here, note that when you edit your custom CSS, you don't have to restart the dev server every time hot reloading work here. So, okay, now that we have our customization, how do we proceed? So what we want to do is create zip file with those resources. So what I'm going to do is just download custom resource Joseph. I'm going to put it in desktop. All right, custom resources. And sure enough, I haven't tested this. No, it's okay. It creates a directory. Fine. So what I'm gonna do is compress. All right. So I have zip custom we're Onyxia custom resources, and now I just need to upload this somewhere that will be accessible from within your cluster. So for this example, I will just use, I don't know, like GitHub. I can go on any project, release I can edit release, and I can custom resources. I can drag and drop here. I don't know. It's whatever, you know. And here copy link address, and that's it. I have a URL that points to my resources. You can also create, if you want, your repository, test asset hosting. All right. You can go over and go to pages and enable GitHub pages on main here. All right. Test asset hosting, and you can have like, here's your GitHub page website here. All right. And here I can add file, upload files. All right. Okay. And now if I go on here slash this. Okay, so this is another way to get a URL to the custom resources. So now that I have my resources hosted somewhere, I will go on my GitHub repo, and here I have Onyxia test, and here I can copy paste everything from here. Let's go. I don't think I've copied everything. Voila. And here, this is a post edit. Here I'm making a mistake. This is not Onyxia API URL, but custom resources that you want to use. And you want to remove the Onyxia API URL in production. And that's it. I just have to save this, and after I will get a customized Onyxia instance.
Onyxia,